In this video, I'm going to show you how to change your star rating so that more volunteers can attain those stars quicker as they log their time. So I am Sandy Moore. I'm an administrator here at the Hamilton Wentworth Volunteer Tracker demonstration. So again, this is a demonstration version of a volunteer tracker. And let me first take a look at the current settings for these star ratings. And I'm gone into the configuration and setting tables. And here is where you can get to the star rating numbers. So these are the number of hours to attain 1 star, the number of hours a volunteer would need to log for 2 stars and 3 and 4 and 5 and so on. So right now we're at 5, 10, 20, 15, or 35 and 50. And I'm going to be pulling these down a bit just so that they can attain those higher ratings a little quicker. But before I do that, let's take a look at this from a volunteer perspective and how this shows to them. Okay, so I am now logged in as Diane Carroll. So I'm a volunteer here at Hamilton Wentworth, and I can see on my homepage that I've got a summary of my log time, and it shows 18 hours here. And when I go in here, I can see that there are 18 hours that have been logged over the last 365 days, and that 18 is repeated here, and it indicates the number of stars that I have. So these larger stars, I'm a 2-star volunteer at this point. These larger stars are only available on the LMT summary page or the log time summary page, but they're also available on every other page up here in the banner. So volunteers will always see their star rating right at the top here beside their name. More information here, number of hours I've logged over different time frames, 30 days, 365 days, those 18, and overall time. Also an indication of how many hours I need to log to attain my 3rd star, 2 more. Okay, so that reflects that you need 20 stars to become a 3-star volunteer. So encouraging the volunteer to climb up this ladder of stars here. Now, another thing that we see on the summary of log time page is a volunteer appreciation letter. Now, this is a standard message that you can customize, and this one is very standard with little customization, just showing the administrator name, Sandy Morrow, and the district name, and this custom wording here. So I'm going to show you how that can be customized, and I'm not going to do too much here, just going to change that to the CEO for the school district. Now, one other option on the summary of log time page is here at the bottom here, where there is a listing of all volunteers that have logged hours in different time frames, 30, 365, and all time. And I can find my name here. It indicated, there I am there. I'm 7th or number 7 here with my 18 hours. So that's really, again, encouraging to the volunteers, showing appreciation to our volunteers for their efforts in volunteering at your schools. Now, not a lot of our customers are actually showing this area, and I guess part of that is a question of privacy here, showing personal information, someone's name. So what I'm going to show you is that this can be further customized just to show initials. So if you have that concern, but you do like this feature, but you have that concern about privacy and showing a person's full name, you can turn this down to show just initials. Okay, so let me switch back to the administrator and show you how to do all that. Okay, so once again, I've logged in as the administrator, Sandy Morrow, and I can go to the tables and settings and go into the star ratings. This is where I can modify these. So I'm going to leave 1 and 2 stars at 5 and 10. I'm going to reduce the rest of these. So this will be 15 hours. And this will be 22 hours. So pretty simple to do. And this will be 30 hours. Okay, and this is actually another popular rating schedule, if you will, for your star ratings that a number of our customers are using as well. So the other thing that you can do in terms of volunteer appreciation is here in the volunteer appreciation page. Okay, so this shows up for the volunteer. So there's that standard message that kind of presents as a letter to your volunteers. So you can modify that. All I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to our CEO. And maybe change the title as well. Okay, so not too fancy, but anyway, we'll just put that in there just to see that change. Now, I also indicated that you can, turn on or off the volunteer hours, the detailed volunteer hours and listings. So we can see that it's on, and we can see that it also extends the volunteer hour listing to display the full name. So I'm going to leave it on, but just turn that feature off, okay, and just show the initials, okay, initials only when no. So I'll save that. And close that. Now, these change star ratings, we're not going to see that till the next day. So basically, all log time for that day is updated on a nightly basis. So we're not going to see that until the next day. So let's come back as a volunteer the next day and we'll have a look at that. Okay, so it is the next day, and once again, I am the volunteer, Diane Carroll. So I can see right away there's a change here. Now it's showing 3 stars. Still only have 18 hours logged over the last 365 days, but now that reflects 3 days. When I go into the summary of log time page, I can see that, I'm 3 stars, still those 18 hours. This is showing me that the remaining hours needed for my 4th star is actually just 4. So I can log 4 more hours, once again, encouraging the volunteer. We can see the changes here, so you can change anything in this appreciation letter. And we can also see that change here where I'm now only showing initials. So I can find my initial, right? So I can find where I'm at. I'm over the last 365 days, I've got 18 hours. I can find where I am here, so this helps me out here. You are 7th with 18 hours logged over the last 365 days. So I can scroll through here. Well, I'm right on the top page here. So DK, so that's me. So the volunteer gets the benefit when you go with this type of configuration. They get the benefit. They see that you see them. That you're aware of their efforts and their contributions in volunteering at your schools. And they can find their name and they can see that, and it once again encourages them to engage in volunteer activities. More and more. Okay, so that is it for this video, and that's how easy it is to show your volunteers appreciation through, modifying their star ratings and this section here, the summary of log time page.